Get your booty to the pole, 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 yeah.
Did we get your attention? Good.
Get your booty to the pole.
Get your booty to the pole.
Get your booty to the pole.
Get your to the pole, get your booty 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 to the pole, get your booty.
What's up, YouTube? It's me, the artisanmc, with the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. How y'all doing today? I was just trying to get out of this bad part of reception, so didn't get any glitches. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. Thank you to my brother Malika Me Bain. Started off right with the super chat. Said he got 5 on that. Appreciate you. And I got a 3B salute for you. How about that? Shout out to AP Aaron. Appreciate you. I see he jumped in. He followed that cab. Huh? He followed that cab. Follow Malika's cab with 5-2. I got a 3B salute for you. Appreciate you. What up, Beastly Nerd? Beastly, I got the intro finished. I got the intro finished. I just have to upload it onto StreamYard, which means I got to get rid of some of my favorite GIFs on here because, like a video game, I have loaded this thing to the gills where I can only put one. I have to delete something to put something else on there. I have a problem. I really do have a problem. This goes into the conversation we had on Sunday talking about with relationships and going too deep. I go too deep. Fill it all out. So I have to delete something so I can put it on here. And I haven't decided what I want to delete. It's a tough choice to make. I like all these. But there are a couple of them that are repetitive, so I can't delete 1 or 2 of them, even though I like using them. But anyway, if you guys can hear me clearly, hit a 1 in the chat. While I jump onto this way, get close to home. I've not been home since I left Friday morning. Well, that's not true. I tried to go home Sunday, and I got halfway there and got a call, so I turned around and had to come right back. So I saw my house for like 5 minutes while I took my package off the porch, but then I drove all the way back to work to do the little call that I had. It is what it is. So today is the first day I'm actually going back home. And I still have a bed frame to put together for my bed. Got a new bed frame, so I got to put that together before I can actually go to sleep. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I just want to lay down. Just want to lay down, get under that shower, under that hot water, purify myself in the waters of Lake Minamine. Anyway, so geek tax paid. So, what's on the menu for today, you guys? I'll tell you up front, I have not watched last night's episode of The Bad Batch yet. By the time I get home, get showered up, get lathered and shit showered and shaved, and eat something, I will do a watch party for The Bad Batch. Late, I know, but I told y'all I'm not staying up till midnight to watch Bad Batch right now. They're pissing me off, so I don't see the need in staying up till midnight to watch it when it's just as exciting watching it in the rest of the day. So I will do a watch party. So if you are new here, subscribe to the channel and click the bell for all. And then when I drop something in the community, which will probably be a link, you can come on and watch The Bad Batch. You can chop it up while I'm watching it. That stream, the watch party will go up on Patreon. The reaction will go on over here on YouTube. And that's the way it has to be because YouTube gets to acting crazy. Some people can get away with it. I'm not one of them. So I cannot show it, parts, clips, whatever on YouTube. I don't have time to be doing that. So basically, I watch The Bad Batch when I get home. What else has been going on? I read an article today about Joker 2, with a little picture of Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix in it. So apparently it looks like that Lady Gaga is going to be playing Harley Quinn in Joker 2, which, okay. Not surprised. Who else was she going to play? Vicky Vale? Come on. Certain things in DC they can't get away from doing right away. And if you have a Batman movie, you can't go too long without the Joker showing up. And since you got a Joker movie, you can't go too long without Batman or Harley Quinn showing up. It's just what it is. But what I found pretty interesting was how the article threw shade on Harley Quinn as she was created some 30 years ago now. Back when Batman the Animated Series came around and how she was created to be, in love with the Joker and all the rest of it, right? And they kind of blew it off like it was a passing fancy. She's better. She's gotten over that. Now she's, independent woman shit. Like, whatever. Get so tired of hearing that shit. But there ain't no Harley Quinn without the Joker. Just saying. There's no Harley Quinn without the Joker. Took the Joker to make her something. No matter what she does, she will always be attached to the Joker. Unless she's going to change her name to something else. Because she's going to always be Harley Quinn to his Joker. That's the way it goes. Now, the part that I thought was interesting was I wanted to give a little pushback on the article, was that they thought it was a one-way relationship. And I kind of disagreed in a sense. Like, no, Joker actually does love Harley Quinn a little bit. In a fucked up way, he does. Right? He does. And the reason I know that, I remembered the comic, the Suicide Squad comic, when the Joker was dead for a while. Lost his face and shit like that, right? And Harley Quinn started messing around with Deadshot, right? And Deadshot was dead. And Joker came back. Yeah, when he came back, him and Harley Quinn had a knockdown, drag out fucking fist fight. I'm serious. They had a full-on brawl, the two of them together, beating the shit out of each other. Why? Because Joker was mad at Harley. She found somebody else. Oh no, Puddin wasn't playing that shit. Puddin didn't like that. No. And they had a brawl. Now the comic was kind of weird because that's when you found out that there might have been a bunch of different Harley Quinns. Because Joker, I believe he beat her and locked her up in this room, and in the room it was skeletons and shit like that of other chicks. Like, oh damn, she been cloned or what? What the hell's going on? I never found out what was going on with the rest of the story because I didn't keep reading that shit. But the reasoning of him having a fight with her and being pissed off at her was what he said. She moved on to another dude. He was gone. He didn't take too kindly to that shit. I'm not laughing because abuse is funny, but they're fictional characters. Fictional characters. Yeah. And look, she was given as good as she got. She is fucking him up. But that was part of that whole Harley Quinn getting her independence from the Joker. That's how they were playing. She just finally had enough. The article glanced over that, but I just want to throw that out there because the article missed that point. Obviously, the person who wrote it, which was, I believe, was a female, she don't read fucking comics, so she would think it was one way, but it's not one way. It's both ways. It's just a little different with them. Being that the Joker was kind of a sociopath, and Harley Quinn used to be his freaking therapist. Different ways how they express their love. What else is on the menu? It's Wednesday, day after Valentine's Day. I did some good deeds, passed out some smiles yesterday. Felt good about myself. Woke up this morning tired as hell. And thinking, looking forward to going to see Ant-Man and Quantumania tomorrow. So I know some people have been throwing up their reviews of it already. I am not an insider. I do not get early showings, especially not when I'm way up here near work. So I will have to watch it tomorrow, which means I will give you guys a reaction after I see it. My time, just so you can know. I know a couple other people have did their reviews. I saved them. I'm not looking at them. They went straight to the watch later because I don't want to know. I'll listen after I finish watching it, do my own reaction review. Then I'll watch everybody else's content on the subject, see what other opinions are out there. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. I like the buzz that's going on with everybody with Quantumania. A lot of people are actually excited and want to see this movie as opposed to just letting how they treated the last two. Interesting. Interesting turn of events. But I'm fine with that. I I've been on board since the first one. Liked them up till now. Let's see what this third one gives me. I am really interested if Scott Lang will remember his time in San Quentin and start throwing some hands, or is he going to prove that he can just take a beating? I don't know. I don't know, but that's actually got me a little hyped to see. Look, Kane looked like he was trying to stomp him out. He's trying to stomp out the Ant-Man. Like he got jokes. They say, guess Lady Gaga will really have a poker face. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Lady Gaga's been doing pretty well acting-wise. She's been turning in some decent performances. But I don't have a problem with somebody jumping from their comfort zone out into the acting world and doing good at it. If they do good at it, they do good at it. Like I was telling y'all about Knock at the Cabin, Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista killed it. And that, some other stuff, somebody suggested to me, but I have to watch. That I have to watch. I'm tired of it. But he's doing his thing acting-wise. LL and Ice-T been acting forever. And they was rappers in the 80s. Motherfuckers been acting forever. Will Smith been acting forever, was a rapper. So I'm not above, people jumping out of their comfort zone and getting into acting. If they can act, they can act. Who cares? What's the other one? Gene Simmons. He's a decent enough actor. He'd be scary. With makeup and without makeup. Yeah, I'm liking her. At the very least, she go drop something on the soundtrack for Joker, which would probably be good because her addition to the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack was good. It was solid. So nothing wrong with that. That's like cashing another check, right? I'll take one for acting, and I'll take one for dropping something on your soundtrack. Multiple streams of income. It's never a bad thing. So what else we got out there? There's another movie I saw yesterday. I saw a trailer for it. I didn't even know it was coming out. That I want to watch. Operation Future. That was it. Guy Ritchie. I love Guy Ritchie movies. My European, gangsta movies, criminal movies. Let's put it that way. This one's directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Jason Statham, Josh Hartnett, Aubrey Plaza, Hugh Grant, Carrie Elwes. Like, what? I'm there. I want to see this. They didn't need but like 30 seconds of a trailer for me to get on board with that. There'll be some fighting and stuff. Like, yeah, what is this about? Really can't tell you. Not clearly, but I will be showing up to watch it. It's coming out March 3rd. I'm like, oh, let me make sure I'm working it down. Let me get my list together because all these movies about to start flooding the theaters. And I'm going to be behind with doing anything. That's every year. It's like, since we get up to February, March, all the movies start coming out. And that's when review content creators like myself get busy as hell. Two lanes blocking up both of them. Good Lord. What else we got coming up? Creed 3 coming out. Oh, now you gonna get over. Fuck that. Didn't realize it was going that damn slow. Anyway, got Creed 3 coming up in March as well. I'm looking forward to that. I'll do Double Fist. Jonathan Majors, February and March. But that leads me into, I think Malika was the one who was telling me about it. I finally watched that movie with Sylvester Stallone in it on Amazon, which was The Samaritan. I watched that last night. Interesting. I like the twist. I like the twist in that. I did like the twist. And it kind of threw me off. What up, AB? Kind of threw me off for a minute because I had a character idea like that, right? I had a character idea like that way back, right? The character was called Ransom, right? It might have been Nemesis, might have been, but basically he was a villain, and during the course of one of his big jobs, the hero saved him and died, right? And he felt some kind of way about that. It really messed with him. So what he did afterwards is he went out and tried to be a hero, and nobody would fuck with him because everybody's thinking, man, weren't you that dude? You were that supervillain, weren't you? No, hell no, right? So it set up an interesting juxtaposition that all he's trying to do is actually do right. Everybody doesn't see that. It's only about what he used to do, right? And to me, it ends up being an interesting character study where you can play in the whole idea like a felon getting out of prison after doing his bid, trying to make good in society. But everybody wants to remind him where he came from, like he forgot. Oh, but you used to do this. Yeah, I know. You know, I thought it would be really interesting story of redemption, in a sense, and fighting against those expectations of a person that they expect you to be all these negative things. And you're really trying to do the opposite. I thought it'd be interesting. What up, King? So, watching The Samaritan kind of gave me that feel. But I did like the movie, except for the fact I caught a flaw in it. It's been out for a while, so spoiler alert. They never really explained how Samaritan died. How could he possibly die just from a fall? Just from a fall, how could he die? He wasn't hit with the hammer. He just fell. You already know he's super tough. Stop and stuff. Why would a fall hurt him? Why would the fire hurt him? That's the part that stuck with me. Is like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. How can he get hurt? For a moment there, excuse me, for a moment there, I thought the kid was going to pop up with powers, because that would have been where I went. Because the kid was always willing to jump in and fight. So I thought it was going to like activate or some shit, and he ended up having powers like Samaritan, which would have been cool. It would have paid off his little hero worship a bit, that he becomes the hero. But I guess that would have been too close to My Hero Academia or something. But it was all right to watch. You can tell they didn't have much budget, which is surprising for a Stallone movie. But the costumes look like some old Super Force shit from the 90s, mid 90s. But it was more important for him to tell the story than it was to have an awesome costume. That's what I got. He fell into a burning building. Okay, King. He was fighting. Samaritan was fighting Nemesis in a burning building. They both were in a burning building, right? And yes, he did fall. The floor gave out from under him, and he ended up falling, right? But they only got hot when they had to heal, right? They got hot when they had to heal. So when their body healed and stuff like that, like you saw, he got hit by a car and he healed. Bones reset everything, right? The healing process makes them hot. So they have to cool off or they'll blow out their heart. They basically have a heart attack, which is an interesting downside to having that massive amount of healing ability, that it overheats your body and you could die from the healing. But a heart attack, so try that with Wolverine, see how that works. I think the same healing function would heal your heart too, but what do I know? Just a geek. So, with that in mind, King, that's why I'm wondering, like, how did he die? If he has a healing ability, that fall wouldn't have did shit to him, especially since his skin is tough enough to resist bullets. And he should have been all right. Maybe he was running around somewhere. I don't know. Like the extremist from Marvel. Yeah, sort of. Yep. From that Iron Man 3. Yeah. Hot and shit. Which was interesting. Gave you a reason to see why this man was eating so much goddamn ice cream. But they needed to give it a time frame on the healing. How soon could he how quickly did he need to get cool? Like immediately, did he have a couple minutes or what? That was the part they didn't clarify. Yeah, I definitely left it open for another movie. Because he's still there. The kid knows. The hammer is gone. Well, only place you can go with that one in another movie would be to bring back the other brother. That was the only way. Because they were the only two superpowered people there. They were the only two. The only other direction you could go would be to introduce that there were other superpowered people in some other city as well. That'd be a way. I don't worry about some things having one-offs, right? Especially if it's a character that was just made up for a movie. I'm fine with it having a one-off. I'm fine with it. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything doesn't need trilogy. I know they push that nowadays because they want to keep, making money off of it, and they trying to get them in before the audience gets bored with them and doing it. But everything doesn't need a trilogy. It doesn't. Really epic stories deserve trilogies. But I find myself a bit nostalgic for the days when you saw a good movie, you really liked it, and you didn't know that another one was coming. So then when you saw a commercial or you saw a trailer at the movies, and you see, what the hell is this? Like, oh my God, they made a number 2. That was the pop and excitement of seeing a sequel. That's what made sequels blow up bigger than the original. I mean, I was thinking about this because I watched Back to the Future again. It was just going through all that nostalgia with how Back to the Future ended. It ended like, damn, they should make another movie. But you didn't know if they were making another movie or not. You didn't know. It just ended in that way where they should make another. And then it dropped. And then you knew. And then you went and saw it. By that second one, then they gave you a preview of, the third movie is coming. This is what the third movie is going to be about. But before that, you didn't know shit. Yes, King. But please hit the like button. Support the stream if you feel so inclined. Cash App and PayPal are open all the time. The other one that was good for doing that was Lucasfilms. George Lucas movies. You never knew when a George Lucas movie was coming out. A new Star Wars movie was coming, you didn't know. But if you were sitting in the movie theater and you heard that lightsaber ignite and saw that logo, you was like, oh shit! Oh shit! It's a new Star Wars movie? That's what it was. But because everything is automatically damn near greenlit with trilogies, you don't get that same pop anymore. It's just, it's coming. Like they left it there for you to know that it was coming. And the excitement is a little dialed down, especially if the movie was just like, it's all right. Now they announced it's just season 2. John Wick 5 is in production. Who announced that? Where'd you read that at, King? Because as far as I heard, Keanu was supposed to be done after this one with John Wick. I'm all in for this John Wick and this high table stuff. I really am. But unless part 4 is about to be a 2-parter, I don't think they should do 5. Unless he's trying to recoup. Well, he ain't recouping shit off the Matrix because they had to pay him for that shit. But look, there's no need. Oh, I was joking about the announcement? Okay. Yeah, this just in season 2, part 5. Okay, funny. You got me. I'm tired. You got me. I took that shit absolutely serious. Real literal. I would want a John Wick 5 though. You finish it with 4. Yeah. 1 on each end, 2 in the middle. What up, War Ready? See you on here. So yeah, they don't have that pop nowadays because you automatically know that it's coming. Unless they want to shit on the movie like Black Adam, and then you won't see it. You won't see a sequel, even though you should have a sequel. I mean, with some of these superhero movies nowadays, you need 2 movies for it to get its legs under itself. You do. Because the first movie is already ruined a bit with all the setup and introduction they have to do with introducing the character to the casual audience, letting you understand who they are, their motivations, all that shit. Give you a little bit of a story for the first movie, and then move you to the second, where they can just tell a story. You need at least two. Need at least two. Because 2 hours is not enough, especially the more obscure the character is. You have to get people's buy-in. There's a shitload of superhero movies out here now, so you might get the casual buy-in because it's another superhero movie, but you have to do the work in two movies to try to get them to hang in for that shit. What up, Charles? A Woo Beast in the building. But, excuse me. But otherwise, I liked The Samaritan. It was all right. I liked the actors in it. The kid was kind of annoying, but his eyes are so big. I keep thinking I saw that kid somewhere else, which is messing me up. The other one in there I thought was funny was a little rat-nosed kid that was in Ender's Game. His little ass looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine and that shit. I kept laughing every time I saw him, like he looked ridiculous. And every time he got punched in the face, I was like, yeah, kick his ass. He needed that shit. I don't know what it is about a dude with a nose that big, but it's like begging to be punched or something. He's got that face that looks like he should be punched. I don't know. Maybe I'm just perverse. Here's what the hell it is. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was entertaining for what it was. I wasn't disappointed when I watched it. A little bit. Excuse me. It kept making me think of Bruce Willis's character in Unbreakable. That's what it kept making me think of. Because I believe in Unbreakable, Bruce Willis's character ended up being called the Samaritan. And he walked around wearing, a hood, poncho shit, right? But it was a play in the same way, which made it entertaining. Body big ass trucks driving slow as fuck. I think the more you get closer to home, the more anxious my body gets. Craving coming home. Got another hour's worth of work to do. Thank you. Fuck out the way, driving slow. Yep. I'm gonna shut this down now. Oh, it's Wednesday. The cans were out. They come home. Oh, somebody else put the cans out. Awesome. All right, y'all. I have finally succeeded in making it home and not being on call again until next week. So I'm getting here, bringing my garbage cans, and I don't think I'm gonna put that bed frame together tonight. I might leave that shit until this weekend when I feel like I have some energy. But like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I thank you guys for spending a little time with me. I will do their watch party tonight for Bad Batch episode 9, I think it is. And I will post a reaction tomorrow evening after I see Quantum Mania, because I'm looking forward to it. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And I will see you guys next time in these YouTube streets. Peace.